Hi everyone, it's Heather from Willow Rose Soap Company. Today I'm going to make, I haven't decided a name for it yet, but it kind of reminds me of my dad's study when I was a kid. The scent I'm going to use is Tobacco Caramel Type by Indigo Fragrance. And it just smells really good. It smells very masculine. I think probably I may make another batch and add a little benzoin essential oil, which has a vanilla cinnamon scent, and it won't affect your soap at all. It won't create accelerate trace or rice or discolor in any way like a vanilla fragrance would, just to make so I can make it for women and men, but this is definitely a masculine scent. If anybody has any suggestions on a name, I'd love to hear it. If you just, you can contact me through my email, which I'll put in the drop-down box, or you can just put it in the comment section. But anyway, that's the scent I'm using. This has kaolin clay, goat's milk, and some Phyllis Diller mica from Mad Oils. And I haven't added the lye water yet. It has some Tussis silk in there, which I see there's just a tiny bit that didn't dissolve, so I'm going to strain that. Let's go ahead and do that. I wanted all of it to have just a bit of an iridescent look to it, so I went ahead and added that mica to the entire batch. I did a 4% water discount because I don't generally use oxides, but I'm using a brown oxide, which of course, you know, mixes better with water, so I didn't want to have too much water in my batch. The colors I'm using, this is just a brown oxide from Brambleberry mixed with bee pollen. This is Strangers on a Train mixed with Metallica, both from Mad Oils. And this is Goldfinger, I believe, from Mad Oils mixed with 24 karat gold mica from Sapphire Blue. And then I'm going to also have a white for the top and the base. And I think I might do a mica line between the top of the soap and the base of the soap and the topping. Okay, let's give this a buzz. I just want to mix to emulsification. I believe that when I ordered this, is that it did not accelerate trace or rice or cause any discoloration, but since I've never used it before, I'm doing a test batch to begin with, and so I'm just going to mix to emulsification. Let's see if I can remember to do my hanger scroll this time. And this is also a new recipe for me. It's castor, coconut oil, lard, palm oil, which is ethically harvested and sustainable, pumpkin seed oil, and soybean with Tussis silk, kaolin clay, and goat's milk. Okay, so I'm going to pour some off. I need to make sure I leave enough for the top. Okay. Let's see, this one's going to be white. see how much more I'm going to add if I need to add any more. Just a little bit. I'm going to whisk in all the colors and add the fragrance, and then I'll give them each a buzz with the blender. Let's see, let's do this one with the oxide and the bee pollen. Bee pollen, if you've never used it, it has a lot of benefits for the skin as well. And it lends a nice natural yellowish color to your batch. Oh yeah, that's good. Okay. I was afraid I was going to have to add some more. But I think that's going to be okay. And I've been thinking about doing a beginner's soaping video, so if you're interested in that, if you're new to soaping, leave me a message in the comment box and I'd be happy to do that. It'll go from start to finish, from weighing all the oils and the lye and the water. And I always soap at cool temperatures, room temperature. And I keep my house pretty cool, about 68 degrees. Make sure I get all the goodies in there. I love the way that gold makes all soaps pop. I don't use it all the time, but I like to use it when I can. I'm definitely going to use it. I'm going to do a honeysuckle soap either later today or tomorrow. Alright. And this is the Strangers on a Train in Metallica. Mad Oils does have a lot of pretty micas. And they just came out, they're starting on a neon line. I think they just have 3 so far, but they're getting there. I really like that, it's nice. And it has that nice iridescent look to it as well. Okay, so we can add our fragrance now. This is only a little over a pound batch that I made. I made 18 ounces, so I would have enough to do a build-up on the top. Oh my god, it smells so good. I wish you guys could smell this. I think that's about right. Maybe get a little extra. Some people like theirs really strong, others not so much. Too bad we don't have smell-o-vision. I think this one will definitely be a really good seller with the men, for sure. I would use it, actually, but it just reminds me of when when I was younger, my dad used to smoke a pipe, so. But I don't want you to think it smells like smoke. It doesn't smell like smoke. It smells like that nice pipe tobacco with a caramel back note to it. Okay, so I'm gonna give it a buzz with the blender and then we'll be ready to pour. I think I'm gonna actually add a little bit more fragrance. Okay, here we go. Whoops. Making a mess. Okay. See how much whiter that got once I ran the immersion blender through it?
It sure did. It got a lot wider.
Thank you. That was my husband. Oh, I forgot to add the sodium lactate. Shoot. Alright, here we go. I'm adding it now. And I'm making this because it was his favorite scent of all the samples I got from Indigo Fragrances. I'm definitely going to order some more of this, some more of the fresh cut grass. I haven't used the other yet, so I'm not sure, but from what I've read and the way it smells, I probably will. See what I'm doing. I don't like to use oxide as a general rule for micas because if you use too much of an oxide it can bleed or cause crackling. But I do prefer the water-soluble titanium dioxide. The other reason I use the brown oxide is because I went to order some brown mica for Brambleberry and it was sold out. That was before I found this on Mad Oil. It's called Sexy Stranger on a Train, but it's like an iridescent chocolate brown. Okay, so we're ready to pour. I might as well just use the rest of this. I don't know why I would keep that. It's just silly. I have my hanger tool sitting right next to me, so hopefully I won't forget this time. Yeah, it's accelerating, but not a lot. I also use a little higher at the top of the percentage for the scent. That's why. If I hadn't gone above, I'm still in the range, but if I hadn't gone over to the top of the range, it wouldn't accelerate. Plus, I'm using goat's milk, which has sugars in it, which of course will cause it to accelerate somewhat. And the bee pollen. But it's okay because I really would want the white to thicken up. The quicker the better, because then I can do the top. I love my long spout pitchers that I got from Mad Oils also, but they're in the dishwasher because I didn't use enough to justify running the dishwasher with just those in there, so after I do this batch I'll be running the dishwasher. Okay, I'm going to use just a little bit more white. And the rest will be for the top. And it's thickening up nicely. And it smells really good. I want you guys to be able to see what I'm doing. Oh shoot. I'm trying to pour and look to see if you can tell what I'm doing. That didn't work too well. Pour it from here. And if you're new to soaking, the higher you pour it from, the deeper it will go into your mold. The lower you pour it, the higher in the mold it's going to be. And I'm not going to gel this because of the goat's milk and the bee pollen. It will cause it to get really hot and cause cracking or volcanoing, and I don't want that. Alright, spatula. Alright. That was the end of the Sexy Stranger on the Train. This is the brown oxide and bee pollen. Sorry, I know these are in the way. Okay. And this is the gold. Wait a minute, I think what I'm going to do, instead of doing a mica line, I'm going to drop this from really low and spread it out smoothly so it'll look like a mica line. Clean spatula. If I left enough, I may not have. And no, it's not going to matter anyway because I've got to use my hanger tool. So if I was going to do that, I should have done it first, which I did not. I hope you didn't miss too much. My camera shut off because I didn't have enough storage, so hopefully it'll last long enough for me to finish this. Okay, I'm gonna do a figure 8. Don't want to do too much because I don't want it to just muddle everything and look like it just stirred together and have a yucky brown. So just a couple passes through. Alright. Our white is thickening up, but it's not quite there yet. So I do have time to do a mica line. it was 40 degrees and it's 80 degrees and it's 40 degrees. That's what happens when you live in Tennessee. There are no, I mean, it goes from winter to summer. In a week, and I kid you not. I haven't done a mica line in a while, so hopefully it looks decent. This is just a sample size. I also have a large size, but their sample sizes are actually pretty decent. I give it a spritz of rubbing alcohol before I start the mica line. Sometimes I use cocoa powder, but I don't have it out, so I'm going to use the mica. I learned this technique from Sarah Milroy from Spicy Pine Cone. She was the winner of My Soap Club Challenge use of color, which was judged by Clyde Yoshida from Vibrant Soaps. If you're interested in doing any of, it was actually a color challenge. That's why I had Clyde be the judge, because that's his thing. He's an artist. If you're interested in being in a challenge, we're going to have another one very soon. I'm not quite sure what it's going to be yet, but if you send a request to join the group, it's a closed group because of all the spammers, but if you send me a request, I or one of the admins will accept you. It's on Facebook. It's Willow Rose Soap Club. And don't be offended if we ask questions, because we had an issue with someone who shut our site down for a while. It was a spammer, or I don't know why she did it, or anything behind it, but that's the only problem we have. That's why I'm so careful of who I take in. I could probably have over 1,000 members right now, but personally I don't want that, because I've seen a lot of the other soaping groups. Now there's some good ones, Soaping 101, I really like them. But some of them are very just high school catty, ridiculous stuff, and I don't allow that in the group. So if you want someplace that's fun and we share recipes and have little contests, we'd love to have you. So again, it's Willa Rose Soap Group on Facebook. And I made a mess, but the mica looks good. Is this ready yet? No, it's not. See, you want it to, you know it's ready when it will, it's like if you're making a pie and you're whipping cream, you want it to have be stiff peaks. So I will bring you back once it has thickened up enough. Alrighty, it's finally thick enough that we can plop it on top here. I got tired of waiting and I put it in the fridge and forgot about it because I was getting my oils ready for my next batch, which is going to have peach, honeysuckle, and some other berries in it. It smells really good. And I've cubed up some soaps, like samples that I never gave out, and they have a nice scent to them as well. It's a scent I don't carry anymore just because they quit making it and I can't find anything that smells like it. It's called Winter Mountain Berry. It doesn't smell anything to me like winter. It was just like a nice clean fruity fragrance. So it's going to have all kinds of yummy scents in it. Yeah, I got a little too cold. Oh well, it'll loosen up somewhat. can texture this, and then we'll put the, actually I'm going to drop the oils on it first, the mica. And I'll use a spoon and texturize it. I hope the hanger swirl turns out well. I mixed this up last night because I intended on doing it last night, but then I just didn't feel like it. This is just the gold mica from Mad Oils. Mixed up a little bit. It's settled to the bottom somewhat. Now, I don't remember who I saw do this the first time, but the oils are absorbed into the soap and then just leave the pretty color behind. Don't want to overdo it. Might save some for my next batch. Okay. See how thick it is? It's moving everything. Don't want to mess up my mica line. I love how the spoon textures come out once they've been cut. Where is I'm not going to put any glitter on this since it's a masculine scent. But the next one I will be putting glitter on. It'll be a very feminine looking and smelling soap. I'm going to put a few more drops on there and then call this one done. Alrighty. That is Tobacco Caramel, and like I said, if you have an idea for a name, I would love to hear it. This is Heather at Willow Rose, and I will put all the information of what I used in the drop down box and ways to contact me. And I will see you soon. Thank you.